Sometimes you must walk alone, not because you are weak, but because you are learning how strong you truly are. Walking alone is not a sign of loneliness. It is a sign that you are brave enough to grow by yourself. Your strength is built in the moments when no one is beside you, yet you keep moving forward. Walking alone today means leading with power tomorrow. Sometimes the path is lonely, so your soul can become unbreakable. Do not fear walking alone. Fear staying the same because you were afraid to try. Alone is where your strength is discovered, your courage is tested, and your future is created. Walking alone teaches you how to trust yourself, and that is the strongest power of all. Sometimes you walk alone so you can hear your own voice more clearly. Strength is born when you stop waiting for others and start believing in yourself. Walking alone builds a warrior mindset and a peaceful heart. The lonely road shapes the strongest souls. When you walk alone, you discover who you really are. Walking alone is not a punishment, it is preparation. Your power grows when you stop depending and start standing. Alone today, unstoppable tomorrow. Walking alone is proof that you trust your own destiny. Strong people are not always surrounded. Sometimes they are self-made in silence. The journey alone teaches lessons no crowd ever could. Walking alone refines your focus, sharpens your mind, and strengthens your soul. Sometimes separation is necessary for elevation. Walking alone is where discipline replaces comfort. You don't walk alone because you're lost. You walk alone because you're becoming. Solitude builds strength that noise can never create. Walk alone now so you can stand strong forever. Your independence is your greatest power. Walking alone is how legends are formed. Silence and solitude are the training grounds of the strong. Walking alone is where you master self-trust. The strongest roots grow in silent soil. Sometimes you must be alone to remember your worth. Walking alone sharpens your vision and clears your mind. Strength begins when you stop seeking approval. Alone is where your discipline is forged. Walking alone teaches patience, courage, and focus. Your growth accelerates when you stop leaning and start standing. Walking alone builds a mind that cannot be shaken. Sometimes the distance from others brings you closer to yourself. Alone is not empty, it is full of potential. Walking alone is the price of becoming exceptional. Your solitude is shaping your future strength. Walking alone is how you rise above distractions. Strong souls are built in quiet moments. Walking alone makes your success undeniable. Alone today, respected tomorrow. Walking alone is choosing growth over comfort. Your power is found when you stop waiting. Sometimes, the hardest walk is the one that makes you unstoppable. Walking alone is where your courage becomes permanent. The quiet path builds the loudest success. Sometimes you must walk alone to protect your vision. Walking alone teaches you how to rely on your own strength. Your solitude is your secret weapon. Walking alone turns fear into confidence. The strongest journeys are often the loneliest. Walking alone is how you learn to lead yourself. Alone is where your true character is revealed. Walking alone builds resilience that nothing can break. Sometimes you must step away to rise higher. Walking alone is choosing purpose over popularity. Your power grows in the absence of applause. Walking alone is the training ground of champions. Alone is where your mindset becomes unstoppable. Walking alone creates a heart that cannot be defeated. Sometimes being alone is the bravest decision you can make. Walking alone shapes leaders, not followers. Your strength multiplies when you stop looking back. Walking alone is how you become your own hero. Silence builds confidence that noise can never give. Walking alone prepares you for greater responsibilities. Alone is where you find clarity and direction. Walking alone is a sign of inner power. Sometimes the road is empty, so your mind can be full. Walking alone is the price of self-mastery. Your solitude is creating your future success. Walking alone is how discipline becomes your habit. Alone today, powerful forever. Walking alone is the foundation of true independence. Walking alone is where your confidence stops needing permission. The path may be empty, but your purpose is full. Walking alone teaches you how to stand firm in any storm. Your strength grows when no one is watching. Walking alone is how you build unshakable belief. Sometimes you walk alone so you can rise above doubt. Alone is where your focus becomes unstoppable. Walking alone is choosing progress over comfort. The quiet journey creates the strongest mindset. Walking alone is how you turn pain into power. Your solitude is shaping your greatness. Walking alone is where you learn to trust your decisions. Strong minds are trained in silent battles. Walking alone builds character that cannot be copied. Sometimes you must walk alone to honor your future. Walking alone is how you discover your inner leader. Alone is where your determination becomes solid. Walking alone is not isolation, it is transformation. Your power is proven when you keep moving without support. Walking alone builds faith in your own abilities. Sometimes the lonely road is the right road. Walking alone is how you separate fear from faith. Alone is where your discipline becomes your identity. Walking alone is where doubt disappears. Your strength becomes visible when you stop depending. Walking alone is the courage to follow your own path. Sometimes you walk alone, so your dreams stay pure. Walking alone creates a spirit that cannot be controlled. Alone is where your resilience becomes permanent. Walking alone is how you become mentally unstoppable. Sometimes you must walk alone, not because you are abandoned, but because you are being prepared. In the silence, you learn to listen to your own strength. In the distance, you discover your true direction. Walking alone teaches you how to trust yourself when no one else does, how to stand firm when doubts appear, and how to move forward even when fear whispers to stop. The lonely road is not empty. It is full of lessons. It shapes your mindset, sharpens your focus, and builds a heart that cannot be broken. When you walk alone, you stop depending on approval and start believing in your own power. Every step becomes a promise to yourself that you will not give up, even when the journey feels heavy. Walking alone is where you become disciplined. It is where comfort is replaced by courage and weakness is replaced by resilience. You begin to understand that strength is not loud, it is quiet, consistent, and unstoppable. The path may be hard, but it is creating a version of you that is stronger than your past. So don't fear walking alone. Embrace it. Because in those moments of solitude, you are not losing people. You are finding yourself. And when you finally rise, you will realize that walking alone was never a punishment. It was your training to become unbreakable. And one day, you will look back and understand why the road had to be lonely. Not everyone was meant to walk with you at the beginning. Some people were only meant to meet you at the finish line. The distance you felt was not rejection, it was protection. It was life making room for your growth. Walking alone teaches you patience. It teaches you to move without applause, to stay strong without validation, and to believe in your vision even when no one else can see it yet. In those quiet moments, you build a bond with yourself that nothing can break. You start to realize that independence is power, that self-trust is freedom, that your worth does not increase because others walk beside you, but because you keep moving forward no matter who stays or leaves. So keep walking, even when it feels heavy. Keep walking, even when it feels slow. Every step you take alone is shaping the leader you are becoming. And when the time is right, your strength will speak so loudly that your silence will make sense to everyone. You will begin to feel it inside you, a quiet confidence that no one gave you and no one can take away. Your walk becomes steady, not because the road is easy, but because your heart is stronger. You stop rushing, you stop proving, you stop explaining. You simply move forward with certainty. Walking alone shows you that peace is a form of power, that calm is strength in its purest form. While others look for noise and validation, you find clarity and direction in silence. Your mind becomes sharper, your soul becomes lighter, and your purpose becomes clearer. You no longer fear being misunderstood. You understand that not everyone is meant to understand your journey. Some are meant to watch from a distance while you build your destiny in silence. And that is enough. Because when you walk alone, you are not behind. You are ahead. You are choosing growth over comfort, purpose over popularity, and strength over excuses. And that choice is what will make you unstoppable. You stop comparing your pace to others. You realize that your journey is not a race, it is a becoming. Every step you take is shaping your character, even the slow ones, even the painful ones, especially the painful ones. Because strength is not built in ease, it is built in endurance. Walking alone teaches you loyalty to yourself. You learn to keep promises to your own heart. You learn to show up even when motivation fades. You learn that discipline is deeper than excitement, and commitment is stronger than comfort. There will be days when you feel tired, when the silence feels heavy, when you wonder if anyone sees your effort. But that is when your true power is being formed. In the moments no one applauds, you are becoming unshakable. In the moments no one notices, you are becoming unstoppable. You start to understand that solitude is not emptiness, it is alignment. It aligns you with your purpose, your values, and your future. It removes distractions and sharpens your vision. It makes your goals clearer and your path stronger. So keep walking, even when your legs are tired, even when your heart feels unsure, because every lonely step is proof of your courage. And one day, the strength you built in silence